Welcome to the channel. It's me, Vandal. Hope you have an excellent day. Let's get to the videos.
That is not normal. Not normal.
Ooh, is the V? Stand still, stand still, stand still, stand still, stand still. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that!
Oh my gosh, there's so many bees.
As you can see, this was recorded live and there is another heat signature captured on the thermal imaging camera, right on top of the sleeping individual. This mysterious shape resembles that of a human body, climbing on top of the man and seemingly strangling him. Some keen-eyed viewers have pointed out that there's a lot of orbs flying around the room as well. So,
I've had this exact same thing happen to me before. When you're lying there and can't move and feel like something is pressing down on you, it's not your brain glitching. It's time to cleanse the house or move.
Magic. You ready? The root word of dollar is doll. Like a baby doll. Voodoo doll. The #1 voodoo doll in the world is the doll.
The root word for dollar is doll. If money is magic, my wallet is doing a disappearing act.
I'm definitely never drinking Monster again. Ever. It's fluorescent.
Never drinking that again.
Breaking news, we have got a massive volcano erupting right now, and like the visuals of this thing looks like a freaking atomic bomb has gone off. Mount Lawatabi in Indonesia is spewing ash as high as 33,000 feet. That's like the height commercial planes fly. And not only does it look insane, it's also dangerous because authorities have now raised the alert level to the highest and most dangerous level possible. Now this is the same volcano that erupted last year and ended up killing 9 people and evacuated thousands from their homes. Hopefully it doesn't rain, because if it does, that's the potential of lava flowing out and things get really serious, but I'll keep you guys updated.
That's planes height. Nature's telling flights to reroute. When volcanoes look like nukes, maybe we should listen.
I really just found the weirdest thing I've ever found on Google Earth. I don't know if everybody knows about this and I just live under a rock. I like to just randomly look through Google Earth, and this is not my first time. I don't ever remember seeing this. Can someone else tell me? The Bermuda Triangle, right here. Is there supposed to be a literal eye there? I mean, does this not literally look like an eye inside of the Bermuda Triangle? Like, you guys can see it too, right? Has this always been there? Like, is it just me?
If you're enjoying content like this, it will be so cool if you hit the like button and the subscribe button and join me in my next video.
Sir, Travis Scott.
Yeah.
That was a huge ritual.
But that ritual, I mean, the stage looked like something out of Hieronymus Bosch.
That was a portal.
Because it looked like a devil's mouth or something, and people were so that wasn't just a coincidence. Because they tried to poo-poo all the criticism, and they said no, it was just provocative imagery. But
no, the people that people like me that we come, the platform was a portal. portal. The things the sounds that they were playing when that was happening, they are really low sounds that open in the spiritual realm portals of death and portals for these demons to enter.
Stage look like the devil's mouth and people died. When your venue looks like a hell's portal, rethink the design. That wasn't a show, it was a documentary.
Jones says she had only been working here for about 3 weeks when she had had enough and took the video before she quit.
They got chicken in the tea. I swear to God, there's chicken in the tea. I'm not even lying.
Unsettling and unsanitary conditions inside this Popeyes. We've learned the franchise owner has fired the manager who was on duty and another employee.
How old is this grease? How old is this grease? When I filled out the application, it didn't say we had roaches, you gotta kill them, you have to step on them. It didn't say that you would be in a dirty environment. It didn't say your manager was gonna be calling you out your name, acting like he was him. It didn't say none of that type of stuff. It didn't say he had dead flies in the ice.
Today, the Popeyes on Gratiot near 7 Mile remain closed with workers hired to tidy up outside and inside. Inspectors with the City of Detroit's Buildings and Safety Department on site to assist the Health Department as they continue their investigation. A spokesperson for the Health Department says management at this Popeyes location is fully cooperating and has agreed to voluntarily remain closed until all priority violations are in compliance.
Gotta stop eating Popeyes, man.
Man has proof he's an actual shapeshifter. Watch this.
That here is real. My name, it's not too important. The information I'm about to tell you is extremely important.
I thought he was lying until I saw this.
With the United States Navy. Since then, if you watch my other videos, strange things have started to happen to my body. If you remember, my eye has started to get more of a slit in a reptilian.
He's not lying, y'all. Check this out.
If you look at my other videos, or what I'm adding right here, you can actually see up close what my eye looks like.
This is real life
if you
monster
remember
stuff.
My body in certain areas, like for example, you look at my elbows.
That's not normal.
This isn't a trick. This isn't something that I'm doing some Photoshop of in. My elbows on both sides, I'm growing additional limbs. My hands, my thumbs, they're extending and growing.
This man may have actually been part of a super soldier program similar to was in, except for he didn't turn into Captain America. He turned into a reptilian. As always, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments.
Extra limbs and reptile eyes. That's bad Photoshop or a super soldier fail. Cap got muscles. This guy got scales.
Kelly has OD'd in prison and they just rushed him to the hospital. So I don't know if you heard, but over the last few weeks, his lawyer has been saying that someone in the prison wants him gone. And that they've been trying to do everything in their power to get this man R. Kelly out. Because you know he's serving a 30-year sentence. And he's only been in there since 2022. They even started calling up Trump so he could try to get a pardon. So they said leading up to his OD, R. Kelly was placed in solitary confinement on June 10th against his will. And shortly after that, that's when his team filed an emergency motion last week. In that motion, Kelly team claimed that 3 Bureau of Prison officials devised a plot to have him by another inmate. Then in the early morning of June 13, according to the filings, R. Kelly woke up faint and dizzy. So R. Kelly claimed he started seeing black dots in his vision. That's when panic set on. He said he tried to get up, but he quickly fell down. And that's when he started crawling to the door. And then he suddenly lost consciousness. They said the prison medical team couldn't really help him, so they hurried up and put him in the ambulance and they rushed him to the hospital where he was there for 2 days. And that's it right now, y'all. But if y'all want to stay updated, you already know what to do.
No, he's not a good person, but that's very shady. Either that's bad food poisoning or they really trying to get rid of him.
Can someone explain to me why Walmart is selling a dress for $1,000? Specifically, a little girl's dress. What's interesting, though, is you can only find these dresses if you look up the shop JUSLIO. As you can see, it is only little girl dresses. When they start to show women's dresses, they're normal price that you would expect at Walmart. So what's the deal? I wanted to see if these dresses would pop up on their own, so I just typed in girl dress and marked it price high to low. And this is the highest price dress that they're showing me, $42. The details on the dresses marked $1,000 say this. Multiple times they state that if you have any issues, they will solve your problem for you. But if I look at a different dress, the details on it are just normal. The dresses marked $1,000 are this company's. So what's interesting is when I looked at this address and I typed it into Walmart, a different company popped up. Super generic, nothing to it. I'm just curious, when have you ever seen an item of clothing marked $1,000 in Walmart? When have you seen that? I just think it's interesting that you have to know what to search to be able to even see these items. It's like it's something else or something. What do you think?
$1,000 for a kid's dress at Walmart? Something shady's going on, and I hope it's not what we all think it is. When kids' clothes cost almost as much as rent, that's a red flag.
I found this creepy post on Reddit where someone shared a picture they took on accident that appears to show a set of glowing eyes above their couch. But commenters were quick to point out that the glowing eyes seems to be the least of their problems. OP said they took this photo on accident when they were Snapchatting someone. They pointed out that in the window to the bottom left is what they believe to be a possible ghost or spirit. They also confirmed that they don't have any pets, so this glowing set of eyes could not be from that. The comments were flooded with people pointing out that it's not just the glowing eyes that can be seen in this photo. Almost everyone in the comments said that when they turned the brightness up on their phones, they were startled by what appears to be someone or something standing in the doorway. Some people suggested that maybe it's just a jacket hanging up on the back of a door, but when you zoom up on it, it seems to have a face. Even scarier is that OP said that the doorframe in question doesn't belong to a closet and doesn't open up into another room. It's actually the door leading to their backyard. I'm just dying to know what you guys think this is. Please let me know in the comments, and if you like creepy things found on Reddit, make sure to follow me for more.
Time to move.
He's just been standing there. There's nothing there to look at. What is he doing?
When I posted this video, I got so much hate and so many comments.
Or anybody that has questioned the practices of the pharmaceutical industry, fasten your seatbelt. This one's gonna blow your mind. In ancient Greek religion, and probably the religion of those responsible for creating modern day medicines, this is known as the Greek goddess or witch Hecate, who is known for its practices of witchcraft, sorcery, necromancy, and the mixing of herbs and deadly plants. What really caught my attention was the choice of necklace. Isn't that the same logo that's on every prescription bottle that comes out of the pharmacy? Let's not forget the other symbolisms, especially that serpent, the two moons, and the pentagram on its forehead.
But if you actually do the research, which I did before posting this, you will see that the symbology and the people that he speak of is absolutely true.
I don't know about anybody else, but I always thought this to be a strange symbol to use for the pharmacy. This is known as the bowl of Hygeia, or also known as the Greek goddess Hygeia, who was the daughter of Asclepius.
When I first saw this, I'm not going to say I was shocked. I pretty much kind of always had a feeling that there was something really strange. Your thoughts below, I'd love to hear.
Either that's a huge coincidence or medicine got secrets. When the pills come with cursed symbols, questions start to pop up.
Straight up, if this don't change your mind about the ancient Egyptians, there's no hope for you. This large granite box carved by the Egyptians is on display at the Cairo Museum, which, by the way, granite is hard as harder than steel, and we typically use diamond-tipped electric buzzsaws to cut through it these days. So this box was abandoned by the Egyptians due to this mistake in the cut. Now wait, hold up. I want you to think about this for a sec. Modern explanations claim that the methods ancient Egyptians used to cut granite involved painfully slow and repetitive sawing techniques using copper tools. Don't you think they would have noticed a mistake like this way sooner if they were actually using those snail pace techniques? A cut like this would have taken several hours, if not days of work, and there's no way they would have done it for that long without noticing this error. They were way smarter than that. Like seriously, the top Egyptologists claimed this is how they cut granite back then. A rate of 4 millimeters per hour, and they're still standing by it. Clearly, the people cutting this block would have booked this mistake much earlier in the process, and they'd have no reason to continue sawing the granite for hours or even days longer as soon as they saw this inaccuracy, unless they were using some other unknown cutting technique, one that is far quicker than our history books suggest, and possibly far more advanced than even our diamond-tipped buzzsaws. Hey, yo, I gotta go. I've said too much.
Needless to say, the store owner who appears on camera was left baffled, given the history of strange occurrences that have taken place at the store. Viewers believe that a malevolent force is responsible for this terrifying encounter. But of course, what do you think? Could this be footage of a supernatural force, or a stunt that was pulled off using practical effects? Is it real or fake? Feel free to let me know what you think.
Did y'all hear about what scientists said they found underneath Antarctica, y'all? So scientists say they just uncovered a 30 million year old landscape that is buried miles under Antarctica, y'all. They talking about they got rivers, ridges, valleys, all untouched for millions of years underneath the ice. See, shit like this make you think. Because if something like this can be buried under the ice, what the hell else we don't know about this world? It's so much we don't know. To me, this don't even make sense. Because how are they just figuring out that it's something this massive under the ice? So the scientists are calling it a time capsule. A time capsule of what? So they say Antarctica wasn't always frozen, y'all. They said it used to be green. And they're saying, so underneath they got palm trees, they got pollen, they got microscopic creatures and everything down there. This is what I'm still trying to figure out. Why is Antarctica the most locked down place on Earth? The most secure spot? Why can't you go to certain places? They just told us it's stuff underneath, but what's beyond the ice? Every major power came to an agreement to protect this area. And that don't have y'all suspicious? That's not science, y'all. That's a cover-up slowly getting peeled back like a banana. I need y'all thoughts down below on this.
If something this massive can be hidden under Antarctica, what else don't we know? But the most locked down place on Earth have secret landscapes. It's not science, it's a cover-up.
If you've been feeling extra fatigued, it's most likely from the Schumann resonance. The Earth is ascending and raising its vibration, and that's what the Schumann resonance is the vibration of the Earth. And we are extensions of the Earth. So when it goes through that ascension process, we feel symptoms. One of them being fatigue. That's what I have noticed the most the past couple of days. If you've been feeling moody or depressed, or you're having a hard time sleeping, ringing in the ears, you're sensitive, these are more symptoms that you're adapting to the new frequencies. You're going through a period of time of rebirth. So rather than feeling like you're on the wrong path or something's wrong with you, take it as a sign that you're going through a process and that new beginnings are right around the corner. Just like how the earth is going through an ascension process, it has to get rid of the old. So when you're seeing the negativity and the chaos, that's part of the ascension process. And that's what's happening within you. You're releasing what's no longer working for you, and you're shifting and raising your vibration with the new earth. If you're going through these symptoms, take the time to go out in nature and drink lots of water and breathe. Take the time to rest and allow for your body to adapt. This is not a period of time to try to create and make things happen, but to allow for your creation to come in. Trust the process.
Maybe that's what it is, because recently I've definitely been feeling more tired and more like moody. So maybe that's what he's talking about. I know for a fact yesterday I only got 5 hours of sleep. I just couldn't sleep. I couldn't stay asleep for long. Like every little thing would wake me up. The place is quiet, but it could be something on, let's say it could be a pen would wake me up. Let's just say that's how light I was sleeping yesterday. I couldn't stay asleep for some reason. I don't know why. But there's nothing like wrong with me or anything physically or anything like that. I just been really tired for the past 2 months, I want to say.
Y'all, since when did it become normal for clouds to be low enough to touch the top of cruise ships in the middle of the ocean? This is this lady's first time from New Orleans on a cruise ship, and she see this cloud coming at him like a giant wave.
This cloud looked like some kind of horror movie.
The way she said it, man, it made me laugh. It's just the accent though, but check what is going on. Let me show you what the sky's been doing, y'all. We're definitely in a different world, because never have I ever seen the sky look like this. Look at this, New Mexico. What level is this? What level is this? I want to know. What is the sun doing? Look at this. Look at the sun right there, y'all. How is the sun right here, but there's many lights up here? What is going on here? What is powering this thing, y'all? This looks like some type of Nikola Tesla type cloud, y'all. Am I tripping? Look at this. It's flashing. And now we're going to take it to the craziest weather attracting state known as Texas. What are these clouds doing, y'all? Look at this. It looks like these clouds are spawning from another dimension and entering ours. This is all in Texas. Look at the light. Where is this light coming from? The sun don't even shine that type of color. And then the clouds are literally touching the buildings and the trees. This is still Texas, y'all. The clouds are actually walking.
Sky flashing different colors, and the clouds are low enough to touch buildings. Either the weather patterns are completely off, or we are in a different timeline. When clouds start walking and the sun has backup lights, something definitely changed.
Internet users seem to agree. While searching the internet, I came across more videos like this one, and in some cases it's very clear to me that these are just camera glitches or illusions, but in other cases it looks as if it could be the real deal. But there's one particular video that leaves no doubt.
Francamente me asusté porque digo, nunca se ha visto eso en la casa, ¿y por qué?
On September 2014, a family in Ecuador captured a very strange video. A video so chilling that it aired on several different stations all over Ecuador. In the video, a boy is seen recording a family moment, and everything seems to be as it should. The boy first aimed the camera at his father's tattoos, then checked to see if the camera was still recording. When he aims the camera at the kitchen door, he captures what looks like a humanoid being of some sort staring at them.
Empezó a grabar lo que hacía su padre. Primero, su tatuaje en la espalda. Luego el pequeño captó su rostro, giró el teléfono y lo dejó. Al final del registro aparece una rara criatura. No se dieron cuenta de nada. Todo lo descubrieron cuando...
Did you see that? What looks like some sort of alien-like being can be seen staring at them from the kitchen door. Whatever this thing is, most internet users seem to agree that this has to be one of the creepiest humanoid creatures ever caught on camera. Some believe that this is actually some sort of shape shifter. Others state that this is possibly an interdimensional being, and that for some mysterious reason old phones can pick them up. Whatever this thing is, it seems to be casting a shadow on the wall, so it's not a ghost nor a spirit. But it doesn't look like a regular human being. Its eyes are too big and its skin is too pale and seems to have some sort of striped pattern on it.
Whatever that is either a very convincing mask or that thing from somewhere else. Either way, it's scary as I don't know what.
This is the Bradaswara Temple in India. Once again, guys, the official narrative here is hammer and chisel, primitive tools. Wait till you hear about the insane enigmas in this architectural fucking anomaly. First of all, this temple, this building, casts absolutely no shadow at noon, despite being 216 feet high. On the very top of this building, there is an 80-ton capstone, lifted without any modern technology, guys. The official narrative is they use an 8-kilometer ramp to get that up there. It's laughable. The construction was done without any binding materials at all. This entire temple is made of interlocked granite blocks without any cement, mortar, or lime. By the way, like I said, this whole building was built with granite, and the nearest granite deposit is over 60 kilometers away. Yeah, these people sure were primitive. Hammer and chisel, horse and carriage. Let's talk about this capstone at the top. You're going to see this antenna. You'll see this on a lot of our old buildings, the old Tartarian buildings. They all had this technology at the top. This is an antenna and a resonator, and inside this ball there was mercury. This harnessed energy from the ether. The mercury would spin and it would create a current. This building was a power plant. It was made of granite. Granite is highly conductive material. This is the technology that our suppressors have been hiding from us. This is also Nandi, the bull, standing at the entrance of this building. 6 meters long, carved from one stone. Hammer and chisel, yeah, for sure. But once again, a common theme with a lot of these old structures is that any sound that was made inside of this building is amplified and resonates throughout the whole space. The placement of pillars, domes, and chambers seem to create natural resonant frequencies, suggesting knowledge of sonic architecture. If you guys have been following me, you know that I talk about all of these old cathedrals and buildings were sound healing centers. Oh yeah, this temple is also aligned perfectly with cardinal directions and is perfectly synchronized with solar movements as well. The positioning of this temple highly suggests the knowledge of equinoxes, solstices, and highly advanced solar tracking. Also, the carvings on the internal and external of this building told stories of gods and other esoteric knowledge. You guys need to understand that the greatest threat to the system is us figuring out the real origins of humanity and our true history. This is when the system will crumble on itself. Our ancestors were much more wise than we have been told. And if you wish to figure out the true nature to this reality, crack the codes to this matrix, and escape this system, then comment the word truth, and I will send you an exclusive link to my free community.
Either ancient engineers were way more advanced than we think, or they had help from somewhere else. When your building defies physics, we have more questions than answers.
Just in the off chance that no one believes me, maybe I can catch it. And by the way, I have a freaking cemetery in my front yard, which probably doesn't help my cause. But I was just inside, I'm by myself with my dog. She's up in that room upstairs. Josie? Josie? And she's just been staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled, and when she growled, I kind of like booked it. Staring at that, and then she started barking, and she growled, and when she growled, I kind of like booked it. I just don't really know what she's staring at, because again, like, this is usually how she looks when she's waiting for me to come in, and I'm just like, what? What is it? So a lot of you guys have also been asking questions about the graveyard. Yes, we do indeed have a graveyard on this property. So this was my grandparents' ranch, and it was their wish to be buried right here, just where they were. And before they passed away, they buried all of their cats right here where you see the little crosses. And so that's really all that there's to it, but things have been quite strange lately. Like, for some reason, cows just come to this area sometimes and surround it, because we during the day we leave that gate. See, this is what I'm talking about. They literally just come and hang out here all the time now. It's a newer development. Why? They just kind of come and really graze around this area, and they just kind of will freeze and move. So, yeah. Hi. Thank you.
That was a very intense video. I don't really have much to say about it. It just really caught me off guard. That's it for today's videos. I hope you have a good day. Remember, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like, a sub, and I'll catch you on the next one.